Dear IELTS aspirants, your wait is over, as the long-awaited list of cue cards from September to December 22 is now available. Hi, I'm Dr. Arshnur from Dr. Arshnur's IELTS Institute. In this video, I'm going to discuss 10 new cue cards of September to December 22. Before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it right now so that you should get the latest updates on this channel. So let's start with the video. The first cue card of the new list is describe a time when you had to go to see a doctor. It's quite interesting cue card. Hey, you can share an experience of yours when you fell ill and went to a clinic or hospital for a treatment. Or you may talk about COVID-19 vaccine or any problem you faced in your childhood or any time. It's good to speak on some interesting experience here. So going to doctor is, I guess, in the life of everyone, and you must have visited a doctor for many reasons. So you can narrate any of such incident in this cue card. Now come with the second cue card, that is describe an appointment that was put ahead of schedule. Here you can speak on an appointment with a doctor, a dentist, a counselor, or even you can talk about any meeting with an important person, for example, a counselor, a coach, or even a leader. You just have to mention the reason for the appointment. Suppose it is with a doctor or a dietitian, then you will be regarding it health issues, or you can mention due to some emergency you could not meet the doctor on the scheduled day and you are given another appointment for that, because the cue card is describe an appointment that was put ahead of schedule. This means you could not meet the person on the day of the appointment and it was put ahead. If it is with a coach, it may be a sports, educational or fitness coach, then you may narrate a story. First, the reason behind the meeting, then why it was rescheduled and how it affected you. So you have to tell that this was very important for you. Only then you will be able to justify this cue card. Third is describe a handicraft or describe a handmade gift you gave to a friend or a relative. Every person has some memories of childhood, the stories of creating something. You must have participated in some craft work, or you can talk about any work you did in your school and after that you presented that piece of that handicraft or the handmade thing to your near and dear one. If we talk about any piece of handicraft, it could be a card, a painting or piece of decoration, paper flowers or clay work, pot painting, knitted muffler or sweater, or even anything made by the crochet. So these are very beautiful, and if you present this to someone, so the person will be very happy with this. Give the importance of that gift, your feelings behind that, time taken to prepare, and the reaction of your friends. So in this way, this task will become very interesting. Now, fourth cue card is describe how you behaved in a stressful situation. We know stress is the most common matter in everyone's life nowadays. You too would have experienced such moments. Speak on that. It would be any mistake you committed during your stress. For example, before exam, you could not find your roll number or anything important related to your exam and you became stressed and you behaved odd. It may be in confusion you became rude to your friends, your parents, or could not behave well. Or in confusion you lost your wisdom and did something wrong. The examples could be while boarding a train for a long distance, before some important event, and the most interesting, I can speak on public speaking. People often start shaking, forget their speech, and start speaking something odd when they have to speak in front of the public. And I guess glossophobia, the fear of public speaking, is the biggest phobia. And you can speak on this, that you became stressed when you had to speak in front of the people. Now, come with the next cue card, that is, describe a natural calamity that you fear. Here, fear means that you're scared of something. Natural calamities are always disastrous, we know that. We all have witnessed the recent calamity of COVID-19 when a number of people lost their lives, and it remained a very dreadful period for everyone. You can speak on the disaster of Kedarnath. That was 2013. It was a landsliding and it was floods. There, even in this case also, a huge number of the people, they died. So you can speak on that. So you have to speak on your fear. Why you're scared of any disaster. Fear means the memories scare you, or you are fearful for some natural disaster. Either you had witnessed that, or you have watched that on TV or somewhere else, and that has shaken your nerves, or you are still scared of this. But you have to give the strong reason behind that. Why are you scared of this? I'm going to name some of the natural disasters. You can take example of anyone, and you have to tell that why you are scared of this or why you are fearful for this. This could be earthquake, storms, floods, landslides, wildfires, volcanic, or anything like that. Narrate a story that you are fearful because you watched a movie, a TV serial, or something like that, where you found a number of people were losing their lives, and this scene was really horrible for you. So whensoever you have the memory of this, or you have any name of setup of the disaster, so you start fearing for this. Now come with the sixth cue card. Talk about an own thing which you want to replace. We often get fed up of the things we possess, like mobile phone, furniture, crockery, dresses. So we want to change this. It may be due to some fault in the own things, such as microwave, it may be washing machine, refrigerator, or something else. And as nowadays is a trend of buying new mobile phones every 6 months or a year, so the people often replace these things. So this is an important topic, and we can speak on change is always sweet, and the people often replace the things due to change. They want to bring change in their life. We are changing dresses every day, so that is also part of the change. So anything you want to replace, here it should be showing your possession on that thing. So that should be some important or valuable thing which you want to replace. Seventh topic is describe a situation when you are not allowed to use a cell phone. So there are many places where we are not allowed to use cell phone. As cell phone has become indispensable part of our life, and it is impossible for us to spend even a single day without mobile phone. So it could be in exam when we are not allowed to use mobile phone, or important conversation where you were attending some meeting, at that time you were not allowed to use a mobile phone, or you visited any place where mobile phone was not allowed. It may be some shrine, it may be some religious place, or it may be some place where mobile phone was not allowed to capture the pictures, because it is not written that it was not allowed to conversate or do some activity, but you can use that it was not allowed to click pictures. So they took your mobile phone before entering to that place. It may be in the concerts, because usually in the important concerts mobile phones are not used. On the plane, petrol pump, nowadays it is even prohibited to use a mobile phone when you are on the fuel station or the petrol pump. It may be at the workplace. If you're working somewhere, so you must have experienced this thing, that at the workplace, usually employers do not allow their employees to use their mobile phones. Especially for the teachers, they cannot carry the mobile phones to their classes. So you can narrate this incident or you can speak on this. One thing very important, you must create a story and learn the art of storytelling for justifying these topics. Eighth topic is describe an outdoor sport that you haven't done yet and would like to do in the future. Here there are many examples. So we can talk upon many sports like swimming. Even swimming is a sport. Cycling is running, hiking, skiing, horseback riding. This is very interesting. Fishing, rafting, scuba diving and climbing. You should say that you did not do in the past due to lack of time or lack of resources, but now you wish to do this. You have planned for this. You may tell about the time when you have planned to do this. Mountaineering is a very interesting sport. Many people love to do that. So you can speak on anything, but you should have some information regarding that and you can speak on that. Ninth one is describe a faraway place that you would like to visit. Traveling is always loved by the people. So you can talk about a holiday plan of yours to a distant place, for example, abroad or in your own country. First, speak about the reason. Why do you wish to visit? It may be a historical, religious or a tourist place. You have to give reason for this. Then you want to visit. Why do you want to visit and when do you want to visit? So this may be that you have planned to visit this place in the coming holidays, in the coming year, coming week or any time. So why this place is liked by you? Why do you want to wish? Why do you want to go there? So you have to give the reason for that. Now, the last topic of today's video is a visit you made using public transport. Here, it is your wish to speak about a pleasant journey or painful. There are many public transports which give us good experience. For example, trains, metros, AC buses. On the contrary, traveling by public buses is mostly horrible. So you can narrate this incident according to you. All these 10 topics of this video are the past experiencing. So we have to use past tense here, mostly past simple tense. I'm going to prepare individual videos on all these topics, so stay connected for further updates. Stay blessed and happy learning. Thanks for loving and sharing my videos.